Hi and welcome to the Crypto Carlos Fandango channel again. Right, quite a busy time CHIA wise these last couple of days, so I've got quite a bit to go through, but I'm going to speed through it so this video doesn't take too much of your time up. As you're probably aware, there's been a CHIA Client release 1.8.0. I was on 1.7.0, so I'm going to let you know how my upgrade went on my plotting farming machine and also my cold wallet. But first, let's just have a look and see how CHIA's been performing. Back mid-April, we had a nice little spike up to around about £38, and it's been slowly coming down. A bit disappointing to see. We're at around £29.66 today, and that's the 7th of May. So moving on to the CHIA Client updates, if we have a look at the version distribution currently at the moment, there's been a big move obviously to 1.71 by a few people, a few nodes. And this is because I believe there was a soft fork involved that you need to be on a minimum of 1.7.1 to continue. But there is a reason why we should all be thinking of going to 1.8.0, as I have, and we're going to go into that now. There was a previous soft fork. You probably saw my video back a couple of months back where there was a soft fork mentioned in the 1.70 update, which was due to take place around 16th of May. From what I can see, it looks like that might have been delayed now, and there's another soft fork involved. So let's talk up to that, because that's around about 3.8 and we're at 3.6 at the moment. So they're estimating 60 days from the release of version 1.8.0, which was on the 5th of May. So yeah, if you look at the CHIA site, there is the release notes there for 1.8.0. I stayed on 1.7.0. I didn't move to 1.7.1, which came out in March. But obviously, as we'll go through the release notes, you'll see the reason why I've jumped straight to 1.8.0. And thanks to Digital Spaceport for making the video he did recently, which pointed me in this direction, because I was totally oblivious to the fact there was a critical update in 1.8.0 that everyone should be taking advantage of. So let's move on to have a look at that. So this is the section of the release notes that is pretty damn important. Anything with critical security patches, you need to be aware of, and they're advising that you take advantage of this by downloading the 1.8.0 client. It says this release includes patches that are critical security updates for all network users. Now, so I took that as to mean, well, anyone who's running a client of any nature that's connecting to the network. So even if that's a cold wallet that's only temporarily connected to sync occasionally, I took that to mean that. But it does go on to say it is highly recommended that all network nodes upgrade to the 1.8.0 version. So there's a little bit of contradiction there, but I took it as it's a critical security update. You should update all clients, so that is what I've done. And then on top of that, at the further down in the document, there's a bit for full node operators that talks about this other soft fork that will happen at block 388635, and they're advising you to upgrade to the latest version 1.8.0, which before that block, which will occur roughly 60 days. So we're talking let's say 7th of July, something like that, estimate. So we've got a bit of time to get there, so not too much to worry for everyone here, but I think these people need to really be thinking about absorbing that critical security update, because they are a bit vague as to why this critical update has been released. It says here, we will be publishing a post-mortem on the near future, to discuss the specific issues we are patching with this release. Until then, responsible disclosure dictates that we not address the issues directly. So it sounds quite serious. So I'm not giving you advice here, but this should say it all, really. you know, I come from a sort of software development background, and anything with that on, especially that word, needs to be jumped on immediately. So I've personally taken the move to 1.80 on both my client installations. It's up to you what you do, but it would be advisable, I think. So there's a lot of people, a lot in this area here that we will probably see move over to this in the very near future, I would think. It does say keep an eye on the Discord to see, you know, for further information on that. I've had a look. There's been nothing since the announcement of the 1.8 release a couple of days ago. I can't see anything else in there yet, but I'll keep an eye on that and let you know if I see anything else relating to this. So that's all for now, apart from the fact to say the upgrades were fairly painless. On my sort of plotting harvesting machine, I obviously stopped plotting, closed the client down. I did do a full backup of the folder with the CHIA items in to another location first before I did the backup. The backup performed fine. You know, it did all the normal stuff like take the old icon off and replace it with a new one on the desktop. It does give you the opportunity to say I don't want it to start once it's finished the installation, which is good now. And this release 1.8.0 has some other features in it now, so that it will actually inform you when there are new clients available. So you'll get alerted through the GUI, which is good. That's brilliant, because it means we don't have to keep an eye on you know, the Discord or ourselves or anything like that. The software is now going to tell us. The cold wallet I did as well. I let that sync up so that it reflected the true balance first before I once again made a full copy of the CHIA folder and then did the updates. It worked fine as soon as it started up, no issues at all. The only thing I did see that I'm not sure why, normally once the wallet has synchronized fully, the wallet synchronization icon at the top of the screen, top right of the screen, changes to a green color, and it stayed orange for a long time. It didn't seem to say I'd synced and reflect that on that icon, which is not something I've seen before. So I may start it up again later and see if it was just the fact the machine needed to be restarted or something for it to work correctly. But just have a look out for that if you do update a cold wallet. And sorry, there's my phone going off. Sorry, apologies for that. Anyway, I hope that was useful for you. You know, let me know in the comments how your upgrades go, or if you hear any other information about the critical security update. But for now, I'll say goodbye. But please put your thumbs up on the video. You know, it all helps to get YouTube to promote the channel. And if you can, hit the bell notification icon and the subscribe button. But for now, I'll see you next time.